...2012 has been an awesome year for RPGs.
It really has. You've got a wide variety of RPGs across pretty much every conceivable platform.
Yeah.
You've got your sci-fi shooter RPG in Mass Effect 3. You have an MMO that really moves the genre forward in some interesting ways in Guild Wars 2. You've got your old school loot-driven point-and-click RPG in Torchlight 2.
And I think the best part about this is you see one on almost every single platform.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever you're playing, you're covered. Let's take a look at the nominations right now.
The nominees for Role-Playing Game of the Year are
There is no
The Last Story,
only treachery and deceit.
Guild Wars 2,
Reapers.
Mass Effect 3,
This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival.
Dragon's Dogma,
We are the axis about which the world turns, Arisen. The dragon is ever born and you into the world.
Torchlight 2. And the winner is Guild Wars 2.
So there's no way that a massively multiplayer online RPG at this stage is going to be able to come out without remembering that Guild Wars 2 exists.
There's a whole cohesion with just a little bit more to the gameplay than we're used to. The dodge mechanic I find invaluable at this point and don't know how anything can not have it in an MMO now.
As far as I'm concerned, if you are a developer of massively multiplayer online RPGs, we live now in a post-Guild Wars 2 world. You've got a game that rethought almost every aspect of what that genre does, in small ways and in big ways.
Different professions have different combo fields, and the more of those you get, the more little tiny buffs that you get there in gameplay, and those really come into play when you're fighting some of the tougher enemies. It's a lot of fun.
You've got the loss of a quest log. You no longer chase around dudes with exclamation points over their heads.
It's kind of a nice thing to be able to think that the whole game is still open to you at max level.
You've now got this, this idea that you can go anywhere in the world and get something out of it. That's not something that you could do before. You could go to low-level areas, but there was in other games, but there's no reason, no purpose. Plus, you've got this fantastic PvP. You've got player versus player battlefields that are as big and as good as you would want them to be. So you've really got two full, extremely well-executed games in one package that you pay once for. And that's really, really impressive. Small innovations plus incredible execution makes for one fantastic role-playing game.